everyone, Saki here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another handbag video and we are going to be discussing which bags you should buy pre-loved and which bags you should buy new. So the reason why I actually got this video idea to begin with is because I was browsing Fashionphile the other day, you know, just casually looking at the bags that I potentially might want to add to my collection, and one of the bags that I look at really often is the Chanel Coco Handle Mini. It's something that I wanted to add for a long time, but the thing that keeps stopping me is it's really hard to find brand new, so I went on Fashionphile to look at it secondhand, and every single one that I found was astronomically way more than retail price, and it just got me thinking, why are some bags marked up so high in the pre-loved market while others are marked significantly under retail price if you buy them secondhand? So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the 10 most popular items in my collection and telling you whether I think you should buy them brand new or pre-loved. So if you're interested in this video, please continue to watch, and if you've never seen me before, hello, my name is Saki. I make videos every single week about cute and luxury fashion, so if this type of thing interests you, if you like this video today, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So as we are stuck at home and as quarantine still rolls on, I just feel like I've had a lot more time to think about these kinds of things, and I really think that I came up with a good coherent list of things that you should buy both brand new and pre-loved, and I think some of these decisions will actually surprise you a bit. So let's get on with the first bag. So the first item that I'm going to be talking about is the Lady Dior. Now I have two of them, one in the My Lady Dior size and one in the medium size. These I both bought pre-loved, but I did buy a brand new Lady Dior bag at one point in 2019, and I ended up selling it because I kind of regretted purchasing it, to be honest, and I'm going to tell you why. So in my opinion, the Lady Dior bag should only be bought pre-loved. Never would I ever recommend you go out and buy one of these things in store because of this one simple fact. It is astronomically priced so much lower pre-loved than it is in retail. You can find Lady Dior bags in really good condition for a really good price, even at stores like Fashionphile, where they are well known for marking their prices up a lot more than other retailers. I got this Lady Dior bag for about $2,000 from a website called What Goes Around Comes Around New York City. It is from 2004, so some might consider this even to be vintage since it is about 16 years old now, but it was in pretty decent condition for how old it was, and the brand new retail price after tax is about $5,000. So yeah, kind of a no-brainer there. That is like a $3,000 difference, and I mean, I just can't express into words how crazy of a good savings that is. Now, if you aren't looking for something as old or vintage, there are also plenty of secondhand stores that sell the newer ones, like this one, for way cheaper price as well. Now, I'm not sure exactly why Lady Dior's don't have a great resale value, especially considering the fact that a lot of people consider these bags to be classic. However, the fact of the matter is that they're almost always a lot cheaper secondhand. So unless you're looking for like a really popular color, or you know, you just really want that brand new in boutique experience, I highly suggest that you go check out the secondhand market if you are in the market to find one of these bags, because you're gonna find a really great deal. Alright, moving on, we are going to talk about the Chanel Mini and other popular seasonal pieces. Now I'm grouping these bags kind of together because I feel the same way about them, and like I mentioned earlier in my intro about the Chanel Coco Handle, the Chanel Mini is one of these bags that every time I see it being sold on the secondhand market, it is usually marked up a lot more than retail price, especially if you want to get it in the more popular colors. Fortunately for me, a lot of the times pink bags don't have this tendency because a lot of the times they aren't as popular as, let's say, black Chanel Caviar or something like that. But I still believe for the majority, these Chanel bags are usually priced a lot more than retail when they are being sold secondhand, and that is purely because of the fact that they are kind of hard to find brand new in boutique. Because these bags are so popular, a lot of the times they sell out even before they get released to the public, because SAs will sell them off to their clients before they get released, and it's really hard to get your hands on them. So I would always suggest, if you are looking for one and you can and you find one brand new in store, you should immediately grab it. One great example of this that I just saw on Fashionphile is a Chanel Black Caviar Rectangular Mini, and it was going for like $6,000. that is double the price of this. It's insane. So like I said, another bag like this is the Chanel Coco Handle Mini. These bags are so sought after that every time I see it on the secondhand market, it's usually going for about the $4,300 range, when if you buy it in store, it's about $3,700, I believe. So really crazy. One more thing that I wanted to point out is if you are looking at something that is super popular, for example in 2019 when the iridescent collection released, this is my Chanel small flap in the iridescent color from 2019. When this bag released, everybody wanted to buy it, and if you couldn't find it in store, you had to buy it secondhand. And even now, the secondhand prices for these bags are just so crazy because they are just really sought after. So my advice to you guys is, if you see something like this where you can tell it's going to be a unicorn like this bag, or maybe, you know, the Chanel 2018 pearl bag, or just something like that where it's just so unique and you just know that it's going to sell out really quickly, if you have a chance to buy it, I would 100% recommend that you try to buy it brand new rather than waiting for it to go on the secondhand market. I know that kind of stuff is hard to predict, and even if you are determined to go buy it in store, if they don't have it, well, then you're out of luck. But I highly recommend that you try to go in store and buy it before looking at the secondhand market. Alright, the next bag that I'm going to be talking about is actually a whole brand of bags, and that is Prada bags. Now you can probably already guess this one, but I'm going to recommend, if you are in the market to buy a Prada bag, you should probably go secondhand. This is also one of the things that I don't quite understand, but for some reason Prada bags are always significantly marked down when you buy them secondhand. This Prada Galleria bag that I have is actually from Rebag, which is a secondhand seller as well, and I got it for about $600-ish, where the normal price I think is around $2,000 something. So yeah, that is a pretty hefty savings. Granted, this bag wasn't in the greatest condition. There is some warping on the front and on the sides, and you can definitely tell that it's used, but I don't see any significant damage. And just compared to like other brands like Chanel, where you can buy one with a ton of damage for still like a really high price, Prada bags I just feel like never ever even reach close to retail price when it comes to the secondhand market. Not to say that I don't think Prada is great brand new, because I did actually buy this one brand new from Italy, but probably one of the only reasons why I even did that was because I was getting a savings just from, you know, the tourist refund and stuff. So yeah, I don't even know if I would buy this retail price here if I was given the choice. The only exception that I can think of is actually my little Prada Odette bag right here. So I've talked about this bag so many times in my videos, and ever since then I've been getting a lot of questions, like a lot of DMs asking me if I would sell this bag, and a lot of people were actually willing to pay full retail price or more than retail price, and I think that is because this one was limited edition and it only got released for Chinese Valentine's Day of 2019, and there was a limited quantity as well. So I did buy this one brand new, and I was really glad that I did, because I was actually thinking about it for a while. I knew that Prada wasn't one of those brands that resells very well, so I felt like maybe this would come up on the secondhand market for cheaper, but I think I made the right call in that, you know, there's just such limited quantities of this that it never even popped up on the secondhand market once, to my knowledge. So I'm really glad that I snatched this up when I did. But in general, I would say Prada as a whole is one of those brands that you should definitely look at the secondhand market before looking to buy retail. Alright, the next bag that I'm going to be talking about is my Louis Vuitton Neverfull. So this one is actually currently full of my work stuff. If you are interested to see what I do carry to work in my Neverfull, I just did a video showing you guys all about it. I will link it below if you want to give that a watch. But the Louis Vuitton Neverfull is actually one of those bags that I think you should definitely buy brand new. And one of the reasons why is because the price tag on the brand new ones aren't super crazy. I think the Neverfull runs for like about $1,300, which yes is still very expensive for a bag, but compared to other luxury items like Chanel, which can run for, you know, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, the Louis Vuitton Neverfull is just a great starter price if you're into luxury. Another thing is that I think that the Neverfull is one of those bags that gets used so often because it is a tote bag, so that means it gets dirty really fast, and people tend to abuse it. So the ones that are being sold secondhand aren't usually in that great condition, and at the same time, if you do find something that is in good condition, it's pretty much retail price anyway. So unless you're looking for like an exclusive print like my Tahitian one, I would suggest that you definitely try to go in store and buy them. So yeah, just the nature of it being a tote bag and the fact that you're going to use it a lot, and the fact that the ones on the secondhand market usually aren't in that great condition, I would say it's worth the like $100 or $200 extra you're going to spend in store rather than spending it on a bag that you buy secondhand. The next bag that I'm going to be talking about is the Chanel Walk or Chanel Wallet on a Chain. Now this one I debated on for a really long time because I think you can argue either way about this one, but I would actually say that it's probably better to buy pre-loved. And the reason why is that, one, these bags are kind of hard to find in store to begin with. They are super popular, and especially because of the price point being one of Chanel's cheapest bags, I guess. Now on the secondhand market, I don't think that you can find as good of deals on the Chanel Walk as you can on other pieces, but I do still think it's one of those items that isn't usually priced like way over retail price. So you can usually find a savings of like a couple $100, which, you know, isn't much compared to the actual price of this bag, but it is something, and if anything, it could save you on maybe the price of tax. It's one of those things that's kind of hard to say because do you want to, you know, save a couple $100, or do you want to have the full in boutique Chanel experience? You kind of have to, you know, decide which one means more to you and which one you think that you would rather do. But for me, I think the in boutique experience isn't enough of a incentive to spend that extra couple $100 when you could just be, you know, saving it for something else. Alright, similarly to Prada, I'm going to be talking about an entire brand again, and that is, of course, YSL. Now, YSL is a brand that I have just recently fallen in love with. I have 3 of their pieces now. 2 of them I have bought brand new, and only 1 of them I have bought secondhand. So this is probably going to go against my actions, but I would say if you can, to buy YSL pre-loved. This is going to be just like what I said with Prada. For some reason, YSL bags they just don't resell very well. So every time I see YSL on the secondhand markets, the prices are always way lower than, you know, buying it brand new in store. The most recent YSL bag that I got was actually this little camera bag, and I got it for like $500 something, where I think brand new is more in the, you know, 1,000 or maybe even 2,000s range. I'm not sure, I haven't been able to find it brand new yet, but judging from YSL's other pieces, I'm guessing it's to be around that mark. And yeah, so I saved a lot of money with this bag buying it secondhand. So I feel like this is pretty much the general rule with YSL. They might have a couple of exceptions, but I don't know YSL products well enough to tell you what those exceptions are. Or the second option is actually to wait until there's a sale, because YSL is definitely one of those brands that do go on sale pretty often in like department stores and places like, you know, Essence. They usually get included in like the seasonal sales or the end of the year sales or stuff like that. So if you do plan to buy something retail price, I would highly suggest that you wait until there is a sale, because you can get a pretty good discount and still buy a brand new item. The next piece I'll talk about is my Louis Vuitton Speedy. So I'm gonna say a lot of the same things that I did say about my Neverfull. This bag, just like the Neverfull, I'm going to say you should buy it brand new. The reasons are pretty similar to what I just said about the Neverfull. Whenever I see these bags being sold secondhand, they're usually only a couple $100 cheaper than if you were to buy it brand new, especially if you are looking for one in really good condition. Another thing to note is a lot of the Speedies do have this vachetta, and I feel like the wear on these Speedies is really recognizable and easier to notice than a lot of their other Louis Vuitton pieces. So whenever I do see these on secondhand, not only are they being sold kind of close to retail price, I always notice that the vachetta always looks kind of like this, where it's a more honey and golden color, which you can definitely tell is a sign of wear. So just in my opinion, I think it is better to just go out and buy a brand new one. That way you are basically starting off with a blank canvas. And Speedies, especially I think the 25 and the 30 size, are pretty reasonably priced in Louis Vuitton in my opinion, so it isn't that much more expensive to go out and buy a brand new one if you're looking for it. Alright, and the second to last bag that I'm going to be be talking about is my Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis. So I couldn't talk about my most popular bags without having to talk about this one. Now this one is also one of those that I feel a little bit mixed on, and it also depends on what style and what color you're looking for. Now if you're looking for one just like mine in the empreinte leather in one of these colors that is more bold, I would say go secondhand, because these bags are being sold secondhand for a couple $100s cheaper than it is in retail price. Recently, when I was looking on Fashion File, I could find some of these bags in the empreinte leather, either in this pink color or like a red color, going for about $1,800, which is significantly less than the $2,200 something I believe that these bags are retail price. So that is a pretty decent amount of savings, so I would definitely suggest to go secondhand if you're looking for something like that. However, if you're looking for one of the more popular designs of that bag, which is probably the reverse monogram, I think that is the most popular and sought after style when it comes to the Pochette Metis. That one I think is always priced over retail on the second hand market. So if you are looking for that one, try to find it in store and buy it retail price if you can. I also wanted to mention, if you are looking to buy these bags secondhand, I think that the condition is always pretty good on the Pochette Metis. With the Neverfull and the Speedy, I did mention that you can see a lot of wear usually on the secondhand pre-loved ones, but with the Pochette Metises, I just don't feel like I ever see any that are like super battered or anything. So you can save a good chunk of money and still get a close to brand new bag with the Pochette Metis. And alright, I'm going to end this video with probably the most popular handbags in the world, and that is going to be the Chanel Classic Flap. Now I have a lot of different sizes of the Chanel Classic Flap, but I'm specifically going to be talking about the medium and the jumbo because I do feel like these are the two most popular bags in my opinion. Now I'm going to disregard the fact that this jumbo is in the iridescent collection because, like I mentioned before, if you are looking for something that is highly sought after like an iridescent color, then obviously you should buy it brand new. Otherwise, I think that these bags are definitely the better buy if you get them used. The reason being is that these bags hold up so well. This bag is from 2004, which means it's 16 years old now, and it's pretty much in immaculate condition. I actually traveled with this bag recently, and this is one of the most used bags in my collection, and for being 16 years old, I cannot find a single flaw with it. And if you watch my channel, you'll know that I didn't actually get a very good deal on this bag just because I was just super impatient when I was buying this bag, and yeah, I kind of regret it. But in general, I think that these bags are pretty well priced on the secondhand market. This specific bag, I think on the secondhand market, I usually find for about $4,000, which yes, it's still very expensive, but these bags now go for I think $5,600 plus tax, brand new in store. So I mean, that's a pretty decent savings. That's like over $1,000. Same thing with the Chanel Jumbo. Now, I don't think the savings are as great with the Chanel Jumbo, but just the fact that these things last for a long time and they look brand new for a really long time, I think any amount of savings is totally worth it, and I would rather go the pre-loved market and, you know, save $500, $600, $1,000 rather than going in store to buy brand new. So yeah, that was my video. What did you guys think? Do you have the same opinions as me? If there's anything you disagree with, or if there are any other bags you think that should be bought one way or the other, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions. I will also try to leave links to all of the bags that I'm talking about down below, so please check the links in the description if you are looking to buy any of these bags. Also, if you are interested in buying bags pre-loved, I do have a couple of videos where I talk all about where I buy and how I buy, so I will link those videos down below for you as well. As always, please stay safe, please stay healthy, and please come back to my channel if you ever need a little bit of distraction. If you liked this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do upload videos just like this every single week. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!